You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens weekly where two old guys talk about new games that are done sort of in a retro style.
Yeah.
So old games.
Yeah. No,
You
it's
guys talk about
we're talking about a new game
old
today.
newish game, yeah.
But it's like I invented a term called Retro Nouveau. That's what this is.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thank you.
You're right.
Trademark.
Because today we're talking about Mega Man 11, which is a new game, but yeah, Retro Nouveau.
Yeah, it's Mega Man.
I think it fits. I
It's
think it's
Mega
good
Man.
enough. We can do that.
And it's like not even like a new Mega Man X game. So it's like a installation in the mainline Mega Man series.
Yep.
First one in over 8 years, I think.
Really, it's been that long since
10.
Mega Man 10?
Yeah.
Man.
I know, right?
I mean, I do remember playing
Feel
Mega Man
old.
10 at your place in Lexington.
I remember playing it at one of the cabin parties I used to go to. And then I had child, and now I
Yeah.
don't go to cabin party anymore.
Yeah, the last 2 years I've gone one night.
So yeah, I went that one night, the NBA James
Yep.
night, when I fucking swept it.
But it's like, Nicole, you sober? All right, good. Take us. We gotta go back home.
Yeah, I didn't get nearly as drunk as I wanted to. I always have big plans of getting drunk there, and then it doesn't happen because what I've discovered is my my drinking skill leveled up way beyond a lot of other people's. So now at TADPOG prom in March, it's like, all right, now
yeah.
this is the level.
This is all right. The major's good.
Right? Yeah. This is this
I'm
is the
not a
bar.
AAA drinker like at the cabin parties.
Right. Yeah. Then I get to the cabin. I'm like, I brought Jaeger, and everyone's like, gross.
We have woodchuck.
Yeah. Right. And it's like, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with woodchuck. There's nothing wrong with cider. Nothing wrong with beer. I love both of those things. Cider gives me a really nasty
Oh yeah, you can't drink soda,
sugar
yeah.
hangover. But I don't know, man. When I'm in the mood to while out, I believe the kids say.
Wiley out.
Wiley out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Wiley out.
Yeah.
Bring it back around. Full
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah. When I'm ready to Dr. Wiley out, I want Jaeger.
But before we get into all things Mega Man 11, I'm your bearded host, Tyler. And two things.
Yeah.
Two things. One, I forgot to talk about it last week.
Remember two things. Your favorite
things.
Dave Matthews album.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah. I think I mentioned my air going out, and I think I mentioned my toilet leaking. And apparently my toilet had been leaking for about 6 months, so it had rotted. My subfloor was okay, but that top layer right under the linoleum was all bubbled up and ruined, and we had to scrape all that out.
That sucks.
And
You can show me how to do that now. That's great.
yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm going to need to do it. Because mine is also doing the same
It's
thing.
not fun. My dad did most of it.
Well, I'll ask your dad.
because I was recovering from having my butt implant.
Right, sure. Your Walkman.
Your
Sony Walkman that's
my internal
permanently
Walkman,
inside your
my
ass.
pelvic floor Walkman.
Yeah.
Because I only had a shower in there, and
In the bathroom, yeah.
so
Not in your butt.
not my butt. I've only had a shower.
I only had a
well,
shower
I mean,
there.
I sort of basically do only have a shower in there because it's all diarrhea all the time. So,
Perfect.
but the people.
What a great time for me to decide to eat chili while I record.
That because when I lived here before, it was the shower bathtub combo. But the people that bought it after my parents did originally converted it to it was a very nice shower, but just a shower. So that made giving Kenna a bath super difficult.
Did you do it in the sink and stuff?
Well, we would just try to give her a shower to her screaming bloody murder.
Oh, she doesn't like showers? Henry
hates them.
Henry sometimes wants a shower.
Yeah.
So we'll
I
just-
wish Kenna would have, because she would take a shower with Ava, but it was wasn't a or Choco Chica. Whoops, would take a shower with Choco Chica, and but that was it wasn't a get clean shower. That was just
I was gonna roll
two
with
kids
it.
playing in the shower.
just gonna try to name all the
Who
Avas.
is that? Who is your child showering with? Did you just have a shower stranger?
So this is a Craigslist scenario. In search of
So we've been talking about tearing that out and putting it back in a bathtub because Melissa talked about she missed being able to take a bath and all that. So this was a good opportunity. We went ahead and tore out the shower, put a bath back in, but I discovered right behind my bathtub there is a little like a 6-inch gap in the wall. So once we mounted the bathtub and we were going to put everything back in, I was like, no, I want to put something in this little area right here for somebody maybe to possibly find in the future, maybe not. Who knows?
Time capsule of sorts.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I was going around like, what can I put in there? What is going to be good?
My Bayside yearbook. Perfect.
So I was looking through the house and I stumbled upon what I thought is the perfect thing. My copy of Booger Man. So I grabbed Booger Man and grabbed a note.
The Pick and Flick adventure?
Yeah. The first episode of our new art fame.
Yeah, that's right.
So I remember
that
you were
balls.
Like, you were. I mean, I love your art, so I'm love that you've changed it up and done it. We have the awesome episode art now.
Thank you. It takes more effort for sure,
yeah.
But sometimes it works out great.
I think it's worth it. Everything you've done so far, I've loved. I think it looks better than what we were doing, where we just take the
title
frame.
screen.
Yeah. But that was the first one you worked on, so that was the one where you had to make the template and everything like that. So you were just spending hours and hours on this Booger Man art.
Yeah. Hey, man, but that's okay because, like, I think early on we also had Shining Force 2, and I think that was like the art in Shining Force 2 is like so good that it was like that was fun.
Yeah, because they what Gerhalt.
Yeah, we had one with Peter and one with Gerhalt.
Peter and promoted Gerhalt. But so I wrote on it, put a little note. I put our TADPOG card in there and a little note.
That said, I'm sorry.
Bet you thought you'd find some treasure in here. Nope, just this copy of Booger Man. Maybe you'll enjoy it. I don't know. The Holland Family and the TADPOG podcast.
You know what's going to be awesome?
So that's sealed in my wall.
I fucking love that. And what is going to be great is in 20 years when someone contacts you and they're like, I just started listening to your show. I found Booger Man. I just started listening to your show, and I hate it. But I want to know what happened in this house. So I skip through. I listen to it on 3 times speed, and anytime I hear the word house, I just slow it down. No, he's talking about Dollar House again. What a Trevor one that was. 3 times speed.
But then I also want to talk about just the other day, I went and saw Venom.
How was Venom?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Let's talk. Well, I don't want to spoil it
please
for you.
don't, because I do want to watch that movie.
I do want to see it. So no spoilers. But I enjoyed it. Venom is one of my favorite characters. Probably my favorite character in
old school
books.
Savage Venom, like Eddie Brock.
All versions of
all
Venom.
Venom.
Eddie Brock and Flash Thompson.
Okay.
Like I enjoy just the Venom symbiote. That's what I enjoy.
Do you enjoy the what about the symbiote do you enjoy?
I guess what it is, I've always enjoyed that concept and
how like alters somebody and feeds
the
off
powers
of
and everything like that. I think that's great. I had my own theories about it.
About the movie? I see.
Because
I feel like you're about to say that it's not truly faithful.
No, they actually stayed surprisingly faithful.
Cool.
To everything that I know about Venom. But of course, this is a Venom that seems to not know Spider-Man. This is like another world.
For like presumably legal reasons, yeah,
I guess. I mean, it's Sony. It's not Marvel.
Is it just like Spider-Man's like not brought up, or like someone's like, "Hey, man, did you hear about this Spider-Man?" He's like, "Who?"
He's never brought up. It's a corporation that has the symbiotes, and they're working with them. And
that I understand. I mean, you can't do like Secret War and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I get that they don't want to do all that.
Mm-hmm. So that's how they do it. And of course, it's not Spider-Man that finds it first. It's Eddie Brock.
Gotcha. Okay.
That he's a reporter. I don't know what Eddie Brock is in the normal Spider-Man continuity.
He was a
photographer
for the Daily Bugle. I think he was.
Okay.
He might have been a reporter.
He's not for the Daily Bugle. He's just like a freelance, busts big corporations. Fairly famous.
The Uranus Examiner.
Yeah, there you go. And just like the way Venom looks good, Venom's powers. Like Melissa told me, like I don't know how I feel about that because like I don't know, am I supposed to like Venom or hate Venom? I was like, that's exactly how you're supposed to feel.
So it sounds like they did a pretty good job with that.
He's an anti-hero, so
right.
Yeah, you should not know how you feel.
Right. I mean, I know how I feel. I just like them.
Yeah. So they do a good job. It's gory.
Cool.
At times it felt a little trite, because it's kind of cookie cutter and some of the action. Melissa said, I feel, I like it, but I feel like I'm watching Terminator. And
Oh,
I
really?
got that. I felt like I was watching T2 a little bit.
Why? Just the way it was shot, or like?
Yeah, the way it was shot and some of the action sequences. There's a Wilhelm scream at one point.
Oh, that's always
Yeah.
good when you like pick one out. Yeah.
So, but overall, like Venom's design and how they handled Venom and Eddie Brock together, and Venom is like he's still like because he's a savage. He is like a monster who doesn't, he's gonna get his. So it's I enjoyed it. And the ending, like.
Do they set it up for more?
Hell yeah!
They set it up for maximum carnage?
In a very good way. In a very, very good way.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I'll tell you.
No.
But it's a very good way.
Nah.
I was impressed.
Don't tell me. Wait, I'll see it eventually when it comes out on Blu-ray or something because, like, I don't foresee a future, and I don't foresee me seeing Venom in a long time for a long time. Yeah, the Rotten Tomatoes rating is really low on that movie. So
Is it really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, it's really low. The like audience. Whatever they call it, the audience reviews or whatever, it's better than average.
Yeah.
But like the critics or whatever, real low. Like in the 30s, I think. Yeah.
That's sad. But there is very cool. I'm not really. I don't think I'm spoiling anything here, but way after
He does die at the end.
he does die. There's
The last shot is a gravestone that reads Venom.
Venom,
And then it pulls back.
Venom and Friends.
Right? Yeah, and friends. Carnage coming soon.
And because at the very end you see it comes up. Meanwhile, in an alternate universe or in another universe, and it is this sort of
Spider-Man just beating it.
it's a claymation sort of vignette of
No way.
Miles, the
Yeah,
Latino
Miles Morales,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
It's a vignette where he is Spider-Man, sort of learning and running away. Like,
Oh, I
it's just a
see.
brief little 5-minute thing that was very, very cool.
So this is like a preview thing for a future movie or something?
It could be, I guess. It's not really connected in any way besides, so it even says it's a different universe.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So,
Maybe they just wanted to include it.
my original theory was that this Venom movie takes place in that universe, because that might explain Venom it not being a
Not knowing
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Oops, I gave away his identity. That's going to be a problem.
But I mean, overall, I thought it was good. I thought
Cool.
the little vignette at the end was good. The ending, with the first after the scene credits, first after the credits scene rather, was I love that, and it set up for me to be very excited for the next one.
Cool. I want to see it. I won't be able to see it this week because, hi, I'm Dave, your bespectacled host, and Nikki is going to be gone later this week on business.
With my mother,
Yeah.
road trip with my mom and Nikki.
Mother business. So I'm going to be home alone with Henry for not the first time. And
Hey, go see Venom.
we've been home. What's it rated? You said it's gory.
PG-13.
PG-13. Yeah, he'd be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be just like that kid who showed up with his mom to Alien versus Predator, I believe it was, where there's an uncomfortable scene where I believe two men are making like really rapey comments to the female, and the kid does turn to his mom and does ask a question about it, and she is like, shh.
She's on the Supreme Court now.
I think that was the movie. I can't remember. Was that the really bad one? Oh wait, oops.
It was where a young man makes really rapey comments to a room of old men.
You're right. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. That's what it was. It wasn't Alien versus Predator. It was just Predators.
Predators. College dude predators.
You're right. That's what it was. Oops, I forgot. But
Now on C-SPAN.
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be like that mom. I don't want to bring Henry to Venom. Maybe when he's, I don't know. I'll gauge when he's 10. I'll be like, is he old enough for PG-13? Fuck, man. When he's 8. If he's like, I'm a mature boy, I'll be like,
PG-13
all right,
shit.
come on.
Yeah.
Let's go see this shit.
Although I did rent another PG-13 movie that was surprisingly good, A Quiet Place.
Hocus Pocus, fuck. All right.
Hocus Pocus Fuck is rated NC-17.
It's NC-17. Yeah. Directed by David Lynch.
Quiet Place was very tense, and I really enjoyed it.
I've heard it's great.
Thought it was
yeah,
really good.
I haven't seen. You watch a lot of movies, bro.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
well, I watched that-
Sorry, brah.
Brah.
Yeah.
2 in one day. Venom
Wow.
and A Quiet Place. This is the first time I've watched 2 movies in one day, and I bet 15 years.
That's a double feature, man.
Yeah.
How do the movies compare?
Oh, the last time I saw 2 movies in 2 days was Grindhouse. That was probably the last time.
There you go. I mean, does that? I guess that counts. They do sell them separately,
Yeah.
so yeah, that counts.
Even when we go to the drive-in, we usually check out after the second one, or in the middle of the second one, right before the second one.
I always want to go to the drive-in, and then I'm like, man, but my car speakers suck, and isn't it light out there when the movies start? Like, isn't it
They usually
daylight?
wait till
they do.
They wait till
Okay.
it's dark.
All right, that's
Yeah.
cool. The food there is amazing.
Yep. A lot of people will get there very early to get a good seat, and the kids can go play, and they have, a bunch of kids playing in the very front, like they have this
I've heard
gravel
that.
pit
Yeah.
or whatever.
They play in the gravel pit.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, good old Kentucky gravel pit, man. Man, you just see kids go down there, run around the rocks,
Yeah.
scrape their knees, and you
Yeah.
tell them, shut the fuck up, go play.
That is a news story.
I'm gonna eat my goddamn cheeseburger. You play in the gravel pit.
Yeah. Well, I hear it's nice and cheap, which is good.
Oh yeah.
Especially for like a full family.
And kids under 12 get in free. So yeah.
Welcome to our commercial for
I think
the local
it might
drive-in.
be younger than that. Like typically we can go and just pay for me and Melissa and everybody else. Yeah.
That's awesome. It'd be nice. Well, never mind. I was gonna say it'd be nice if they had you pay per car, like per vehicle, but then that would raise the price for people with small families. So never mind. Speaking for the small family people, I'd say nah, fuck that. So I'm gonna be home alone. Not for the first time.
Another movie.
I'm gonna be Home Alone 3. The one where things are weird. And Henry, man, I know I've told this on the show, but Henry, man, watching Home Alone really stuck with him. Like, it really stuck with him. He will reference the movie Home Alone just randomly. And then I'm like, is this the only movie you've seen? Yeah, I guess technically it is the only movie that you've really sat through the entire thing. So, all right, fair enough. Fair's fair.
So
Carry
I'm trying
on.
to think of a non-animated movie that Kenna has seen.
He won't even
can't think of one.
Cars, and he loves Lightning McQueen and all that. But it's like he'll watch 15
I love him in a
minutes of it.
non-cinematic way.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. He likes all the merchandise. He likes all the Lightning McQueen merchandise. The movies,
That's the way the studio would probably prefer it.
yeah, really. So I've been home alone with him before, but never for like 2 days, right? And he goes to preschool now,
Okay.
which is a problem because it's not a problem for him.
There's a problem. He's expanding his mind. It's harder to manipulate now.
Yeah, it's much tougher. No, he is the manipulator. Like, it's constantly in our house. It's like Nikki and I will have a behind closed door conversation where it's like, is he asleep? Okay, yeah, good. He's asleep. He's totally manipulating us, right? Yeah, he is, for sure. With his little kid cuteness and stuff. We have many conversations where it's like, okay, does he really not know that this is a rule that we've set, or is he like is he playing us, or is he just dumb?
Yeah.
Like, that's like, we have that conversation a lot.
Yep.
Like, is he playing us or is he dumb? Well, he's smart in other areas, but maybe he's just dumb when it comes to like things that are
Bedtime.
inconvenient for him, right? Yeah, exactly. So I have got to get him to preschool on time, which is a problem because like he goes to preschool before I go to work. I mean, like, that's rough for me. My morning consists of waking up 10 minutes before work and then getting to work. And then that's pretty much it. That's how it starts.
Yeah, it's not gonna fly.
That's the day. It's not going to fly. I see Henry in the morning, but I'm in bed and I'm like, come give me a hug. And he comes give me a hug. And it's like, all right, have a good day. I'm a great dad is what I'm trying to say. Hey, you want some Jaeger?
Give me a hug. No, not a gay hug. Give me like just a regular hug.
Just like a dad-son hug.
Hey, shake my hand. Have a good day.
Fine, I'll make a Craigslist post. So I'm really concerned about getting him to school on time. And it's like he wakes up and he is full of energy, does not want to get ready for school. He wants to just do other stuff, fun stuff. He's 3. He's got important shit that he has to do. That does not involve putting on clothes to go to school. I'm especially concerned because last week, Nikki was getting Henry ready for school, and she was having a hard time. So I was like, okay, well, she's doing this. I'll take care of some of the other stuff. Clementine, the puppy, needs to go out and potty. So I'm like, I'll do this. I clip the leash on, go outside, right down the stoop, get to the walkway. She stops immediately because it had rained the night before, and she doesn't want to get her delicate princess paws wet.
Oh,
I'm waking up and playing Empires and Puzzles. Did I get the name of that game?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy taking the dog out because it is like Empires and Puzzles time. Like it's just like, oh, here we go, open it up. She's on a leash. I don't have to watch her. It's just like if I hear something weird, then I'll look. It's like stop eating that. But it's like otherwise, it's just like all right, I'm just doing my thing. I'm upgrading my farms. I'm upgrading all this shit.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm leveling my characters up. But I couldn't do it this time because she stopped dead in her tracks because the ground was wet. And then she just squat down and just piddled all over the pavement. Mm-hmm. And it's pavement, so it doesn't have anywhere to really go other than outward. Mm-hmm. So she makes a gigantic piss puddle. Mm-hmm. And while scolding her, I drag her into the like wet grass because it looks like, I mean, she's hadn't pottied at all that morning. So she's like got other stuff she's got to do. She made lemonade. I don't want her to make fudge, not on the sidewalk. So I pull her out into the grass. She doesn't like it, but she gets used to it. And then she does her business. The door swings open. Henry runs down the stoop. He's got his preschool backpack on, which I don't know. Have I talked about the preschool backpack?
No.
It is a silver sequin panda bear backpack with rainbow puff ears. And it's a little too big for him because when we went to
you don't buy a backpack you can't grow into.
Yeah, that's rule number one. When people who don't have children don't know this, but when your child is born, they show you a video about not shaking your child, and then they say also make sure you get backpacks your kids can grow into.
God, that fucking shake your baby video.
The videos are the worst. Yeah, it's like they don't. It's like they don't trust me with a baby. I mean, they don't need
I've watched Lifetime, lady. I know what to do.
Right.
Here's a copy of my cable bill. Oh, okay, you're fine. Go ahead.
Hey, wait. What is this? What is this $500 Playboy TV entry?
It's not me. Oh, okay, well, we'll take half of that off.
All they really need to do is, as you're walking out the door, be like, you're not supposed to shake that, right? Yep, I'm good. I got it. Don't shake it. Cool. So anyway, like, he's got this.
And you throw it across your shoulder, get on your motorcycle, and drive home.
Right. All right, baby, you doing good? Hold it like a boombox. Well, the good news is if you have a second helmet, newborns are pretty small. You just put it in the helmet.
Yeah.
Put it in the helmet, strap it on the back, you're good to go. We laugh, but I guarantee you someone has taken a newborn home from the hospital on a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. Of course
like it is 100% happened.
Yeah.
Like we could probably go on YouTube right now. We can drastically alter the course of this podcast and just specifically do a very bad podcast where we talk about videos that we're watching.
Oh man, what's that?
Oh, look at that.
Oh man, that's terrible.
I bet that baby is dead. Because like they got those Russian dash cams and everything. I bet they've caught a whole bunch of bunch of that
There's
stuff.
a bunch of weird Russian shit like that.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
So Henry is running down the stoop with his oversized backpack, and his eyes light up. I see it immediately. He sees the puddle. I see him see the puddle. It's like a slow motion, like I cannot get there fast enough. He jumps and splashes in the puddle while yelling, "Puddle!"
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucking Peppa Pig.
Yeah, it's Peppa Pig's fault for sure. Kids never jumped in puddles before Peppa Pig. It is known.
It normalized it.
Right? Yes.
It desensitized us to it.
All right. American kids never did. British kids always jumped in puddles.
I mean, it's always raining.
Always jumped in puddles.
So.
And then I'm like, oh, dude. And then he walks through the puddle, trailing behind the straps of his backpack, like right to the puddle. And
Piss pack.
It's piss pack. Mm-hmm. It's fun. And then the bad news is because it took him so long to get ready, already late for school. So I was like, all right, you don't smell like pee. Speak nothing of this. Speak nothing of this.
Yeah. We'll see how this is at the end of the day.
Right, exactly. You know what's great? All 3-year-old kids kind of smell like piss a little bit.
That's true. No one would think it's weird.
Yeah, it all evens out. So
if you need a potty, don't tell anybody today. Just go. It's fine. It's secret potty.
It's secret potty. Man, have you had an experience yet where it's like the other day, because it's potty talk, We're doing potty talk on this Mega Man 11 podcast.
Well, yeah, of course.
Henry,
We've got kids if you're a new listener, so deal with it.
yeah, this is the thing that honestly we don't do a whole lot, but I'm doing a whole lot of right now.
No, it's fun. I love it.
Henry was sitting on the big potty. We call it the big potty, doing his thing, and he is looking down at his belly, and he's got the marks from the elastic band of his pajama pants, and he's kind of like rubbing it. I'm like, are you good? Is this everything okay? He's like, he was really worried that those were injuries.
Oh yeah, Canada do that too. Oh, is that a boo boo? Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, no, don't worry, it's fine, it'll go away. And then he says something like, one of his teachers told him not to worry about it. And I was like, oh, okay. So then like the dark thoughts creep in.
Oh,
And I'm like, do you go to the potty by yourself at school? Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Do you when you're at school, do you wipe yourself? Uh-huh. All right, good. Because it's like either, I'm not telling him this, but it's like either you wipe yourself or don't wipe at all. I don't call a teacher to get up in there. It's not going to be good for anybody. And then I'm like, all right, so how did your teacher see the waistband? I showed her. Oh, you just showed her your belly. Yeah. All right, good, cool, great,
okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right.
Perfect.
No, Gary put his finger in my butt.
Damn it. Fuck. Now it's going to take you forever to go see PG-13 movies. Or sooner.
Yeah. Or, when your innocence broken, you can see them at 5.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's pretty much it. Oh, I have an announcement. We have a Secret Santa now.
Yeah.
We have a Secret Santa thing.
Yeah.
Blumpkin Bear Sean sent me a message on Facebook saying, hey, have you guys ever thought about doing Secret Santa? And I said, yes, it's brought up every year, and no one wants to organize it, including me. And then I said, will you do it? And he said, yes. And then now we have a Secret Santa.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Blumpkin Bear. If you want to get in on the Secret Santa business, the Secret Santa biz, you need to go to our Facebook group, TADPOG Nation, and there's an announcement at the top of the page. Just comment in there that you want to participate. We've already got a bunch of people.
Oh,
which
yeah,
is really,
a lot of people.
And I told him, I was like, this is going to go over well. Because it is a thing that has been asked for 3 years. And I'm going to be completely honest here. Do not want to organize that at all. No, don't want to organize it. So I'm glad that Blumpkin Bear is doing that for us.
Yeah.
If you don't know, he's Smoked Out Gaming on Facebook. So check him out. He streams games there. So thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Mega Man 11?
You want to talk about Mega Man 11?
Mega Man 11? You
Let's do it.
You hear that, Dave?
I do hear that very slow train that is leaving the station. It sounds a whole lot like
Piddle puddle,
Piddle puddle.
Piddle puddle.
Well, while I'm pulling up Wikipedia, let me tell you another Henry story.
All right.
Henry has entered the glorious age where he and I blame all our farts on the dog.
Nice.
If you were wondering what age that was, and it's even the funniest when it's a loud, audible, no dog could possibly produce this sound kind of fart. So there we go. I shouldn't say that. Maybe some dogs can. I don't know all
That's
dogs.
true.
I can't
Can your
speak
dog
for all
fart
dogs.
like a human? Let us know. Put it in
You're
the
right.
comments.
What I want is a parody poster of All Dogs Go to Heaven that reads, all dogs fart like humans. They just do it in secret.
Yeah.
They hold it all in.
It's like Toy Story when the toys come alive. Dogs also fart like
Right?
humans.
And if you catch a dog farting like a human, he doesn't get to go to heaven. That's the rule.
If you hear your dog fart, you've condemned him to hell.
And because of that conversation, I accidentally typed into Wikipedia, all dogs go to heaven. So I'll go ahead and read from that Wikipedia
All right,
entry.
perfect.
Okay, guys. Mega Man 11 is an action platform game developed and published by Capcom. Never heard of them. The game is, I'm never giving that joke up.
Yeah, sure,
That's going to
absolutely.
be, that's actually going to be on my tombstone legit. Never heard of them.
Dave Moore never heard of
Never
him.
heard of them.
Muscleheads hate him.
Yeah. Or like the tombstone will read, Flowers here by contractual obligation. The game, Mega Man 11, is an entry in the original Mega Man series and was released worldwide for Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One in October 2018. So not only is this a new game, but let's go ahead and date this podcast. It's a very new game. Just came out last week. The game brings back several features such as voice acting and 2.5D graphic style from previous games throughout the Mega Man franchise. Although, honestly, I think, isn't this the first 2.5D in like a main Mega Man game?
Yeah, I would say so, because the only other one with graphics similar to like this is Mega Man 7 for the SNES.
Oh, so see, I've never played 7. So 7 is in the main series. It has graphics like this? It has like...
It has the cartoony, not 8-bit graphics.
Really? Yeah,
Yep.
okay. I
Yep,
didn't
yep,
know.
yep.
I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
I don't enjoy it. It plays very slow.
You don't like Mega Man 7?
Mega Man 7,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, this plays like it's got a new art style, but it plays more similar to an 8-bit Mega Man.
Yeah.
Because Mega Man 7 he's big. I mean, it's that same problem with
Large sprites on the SNES.
platform. It's
Sure,
large
yeah.
and it's slow and
yeah.
it's hard. It was difficult for me to. I couldn't play it very much. That's like the only one that I've really just.
That's a bummer. We do need to do an episode on Mega Man 7.
Yeah, and it's got some important story to Mega Man in 7. So that's why I'm waiting for. I want that Mega Man X bridge game.
Is that a thing?
No.
Okay.
I
want
a game
you're talking about them bridging
that
Mega Man and
connects.
Mega Man X?
Yeah. The closest you see is in the Mega Man cartoon where Mega Man X shows up. Josh mentioned that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Where Mega Man X comes back from the future and no one can touch him because he's so much more
Bishop
advanced.
style.
Yeah,
And he's
pretty much.
He's like, one of you will betray Dr. Light. And then they try to figure it out, and then it turns out it's Gambit. Spoilers.
Because I feel like in the less popular Mega Man entries, that's where you get more Mega Man story, like Mega Man 7. And there was like a Mega Man fighting game that I played at Game Galaxy that
Yeah.
was showing like Dr. Wily's prototype. You see in the background, you could tell it's obviously Zero and stuff like that. So
You are a much bigger Mega Man guy than I am.
I've always loved Mega Man.
I've enjoyed a lot of Mega Man games, but I have not played all of them.
Yeah.
I played the first 3 games in the X series for the show, and then I've played Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2, and that's it. That's those 5 games.
Yeah.
Other than Mega Man 11, which I did play through on Twitch. Almost all of the game is on that Twitch stream.
Very good.
I finished the game off stream, and
This game was harder than I anticipated it to be.
it's a difficult game. I think it was also it was harder than I thought it would be too. There are ways to make it easier, and my problem with that was I didn't want to make it easier. So it's like I feel
I was
like
about to say because you didn't want to do it.
yeah, exactly. I didn't want to do it. Like the ways to make it easier, like I played some of 9 and some of 10. They had Dr. Light's lab in those games, right? Where you could buy power-ups and
I feel like they did.
upgrades.
It's been such a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me too. But in this game, let me just talk specifically about Mega Man 11. You can go to Dr. Light's lab and spend screws or bolts that you've picked up along the way in order for Dr. Light's robot mechanic dude named Otto, not to be confused with Otto from The Simpsons, although that would be great if he made an appearance in the game. Hey, bomber dude, you want an exit? You want an exit part? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. He will build you upgrades that you can use to permanently enhance Mega Man, making the game easier.
Yep.
And you can also purchase stuff like energy tanks to refill your health and weapon tanks to refill your weapon meters. You can buy 1-ups from Dr. Light or from Otto or Roll, actually. And you can buy a whole bunch of things instead of farming them in the game, which I think is wonderful. I think that's great because
Mega Man farming sucks.
Mega Man farming does suck. And because it's counter to the game. It's counter to the fast-paced, excitement of Mega Man, you know? So I love that you have the option.
Filling up, like in Mega Man X, filling up the sub-tanks and shit like that. It's just...
But it feels like cheating. Buying them feels like cheating. And buying the upgrades, even though it is a legitimate thing in the game, it felt like cheating to me. I did it. I did it. Because it's like, I have to do this because this game is difficult for me. Yep. It's also difficult for me because I run into the trap that I always do in Mega Man, where it's like, I do not want to use the Robot Master's weapons that I collect after defeating them, because it's like I'm always terrified that I'm going to run out of that weapon's energy when I absolutely need it. And it's like, that's not a good way to play a Mega Man game. Like, it's not designed for you to go through it with the Mega Buster alone. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that it's a thing that you're supposed to do. So I think I made the game a lot harder for myself. And I actually, when I finished the game off stream, it's because I had a much easier time. And I think it's because I came into it rested and I did not give a fuck about, like, I was like, fuck it. We're going to use this. We're going to use this weapon. We're going to use this weapon. We're just going to, like, do whatever I can to get through it and not
and it's
worry
got a quick
about
select now, which is very nice.
I know. Yeah. The quick select is amazing because you can either use, like in an old Mega Man game, you'd have to pause the game and then select the weapon that you want to use, which you can still do in Mega Man 11. But you can also use the right analog stick to, like, point it in a direction. Like, for example, point to the left and you get Voltman's ability if you've defeated him. Or you can use the right and left shoulder
like
triggers.
in Mega Man X, it was the right and left trigger, which is a little better, but still, like, if you got something in the middle, you have to scroll through, hope you don't miss it. And this is very nice. I like the quick screen.
It's amazing.
Yep.
You know what my favorite thing about it is? Like,
What?
this is like a nice detail, is the direction that you need to press in order to use the ability is where the bosses, it's in the order the bosses appear on the stage select
I didn't
screen.
notice that.
So it's like, if you want Blockman's ability, you do upper left, which, because Blockman is the upper left corner of the square
good.
of,
It's pretty good.
So it's really like, that clicked with me, and it was like, they care about this.
Yep.
You know, that is, I do want to compare this to Mighty Number 9 a little bit later.
It looks,
but we might as well go ahead and start doing it.
feeling to Mighty Number. This is not a bad game. I think this is a good game.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Although when I started playing it, I went in blind and I chose poorly.
What? Why?
I started with Bounce Man.
Oh, see, Bounce Man was the last one I did because Bounce Man looked like a baby level. So I was like, that's gonna be a hard one.
See, I just went in and I was just like, Bounce Man's level is the worst level I've ever played in any Mega Man.
In any Mega Man?
Any Mega Man game.
There are no disappearing blocks.
I think I would take disappearing blocks to all the fucking bouncing.
Bounce Man's level is
Holy
rough.
shit.
It's rough. It's rough because yes,
It's not intuitive and it's frustrating and it's just.
It's a Mega Man level
Oh my
made out of
God.
balloons and bouncy houses.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Mega Man. That's a bad one to start on.
Oh, it's the troll level. It's
It
just
is.
trolling you the
It
whole
is a
time.
troll level.
And that put a bad taste in my mouth to start because it was fucking awful.
But Bounce Man looks like Gato from Chrono Trigger. Did that not help?
True. And sounds like Jenny Slate from.
Yeah. You're right. I wonder if it was Jenny Slate. Probably not. I didn't notice her
She's
name
in
in the
Venom.
credits. Is she really? Cool. She actually plays the symbiote.
She's Venom.
Yeah, she's in blackface.
Venom sounds like her.
Yeah.
Sounds like that. Morris the Seashell with shoes or whatever.
What? Morris the seashell with shoes?
What is the name? I have to put that in the show notes. She's the voice of this YouTube character. It's like something the seashell. It's very, very cute.
I got you. So she's not in blackface, like all climbing on Tom Hardy. That's who Venom is, right?
She just rides a piggyback. It's very low budget.
Yeah. Oh no, the symbiote's on me. And yeah, she's crawling towards him in all black.
Maddie.
She's actually playing not Venom, a character, just any other character that she plays. Yeah, Bounce Man.
Fuck that.
Bounce Man.
Cool weapon. Bad level.
Yeah, because Bounce Man's weapon is a bunch of balls.
Just bouncy balls everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is actually, pretty badass. And it, what is it? I feel like it, destroys Fuse Man. So.
Yeah. Did you know the boss's weaknesses going in? Now, you said you went in blind. You didn't know.
I went in blind until after Bounce Man. I was like, I don't want to fucking deal with that shit again. So, are all the levels going to be frustrating? How's this design going to play out? So then I watched I finished watching Game Grumps play through some of it, and
I went in blind,
what to do.
which I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I kind of had the attitude where it's like, fuck it, I'll figure it out. And it's like, I also went in with the attitude of like, I'll do it with the Buster. No big deal, you know? And it's like, it'll be miserable, but
It is a little easier with the unique mechanic in the game, which is the double. I forget
yeah,
what it's called.
that is something that we should probably talk about. The double gear
Double
system.
gear. Yep.
Double gear.
Which Dr. Wiley created when he was but a college student.
And I liked that. I like the fact that they like it starts out with the story of Dr. Light and Dr. Wiley, as college students essentially, and it like I don't know all the Mega Man lore, so I don't know if we get to see them interact at an earlier point than this.
I don't feel like I've seen that in the games. I feel like maybe you've seen it in the cartoon, but not in the games.
But I thought it was really neat because it's like for a moment I was like, "Oh my god, please tell me this game takes place like while they're young, while Dr. Light and Dr. Wiley are young."
That would be cool.
Like that would be amazing. That's not the case, but it does. The story does revolve around the double gear system that Dr. Wiley
Instead of
invented.
Mega Man, back then you play Super Guy, and he's a really shitty
Right.
robot.
He is actually the dude from the Mega Man 1 North American cover.
No, we just gave a fat guy a gun. Go.
It's actually a really good mall cop game. Best licensed property
Played by
ever.
Kevin James.
Yeah.
Original Mega Man.
I would watch that. I would. I would watch. I know that Kevin James has been in a lot of shitty movies, but I think that he is.
Pixels.
Yeah, Pixels is one of them. But like,
He's the president.
I know he's the president of Pixels. We have a Patreon
Remember when
episode.
Kevin James was the
know.
president?
Yeah, I do remember.
And was friends
yeah.
with Adam Sandler. He worked at the equivalent to Best Buy.
Yeah, I do. I believe
Then
it
they
was.
saved
Hold
the
on.
world.
Whoa, back up. I believe it was the equivalent of Geek Squad.
Oh, you're right.
Which I think
Squad.
Best Buy does own. So never mind. let the record show that, Adam Sandler worked for Best Buy.
And they were also friends with Tyrion Lannister. And he could cheat for some reason in games. We don't know why.
But he always paid his debts.
It's true. He fucked a lot of hookers.
And Serena
Martha
Williams.
Stewart and Serena Williams.
But I think, look, he's made some bad choices for sure. But I don't know.
Or the best choices.
Or maybe, yeah.
He's worth more than we'll ever know.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks, he's probably having a lot of fun with his friends making movies.
Because
too.
what was it? Because he was, of course, on King of Queens.
Right. And I loved King of Queens.
I owned every season on DVD.
King of Queens was, like, as far as like sitcoms
Jerry Stiller
go. What
I feel
about
like Jerry Stiller was the power player there.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, everyone was great on that. Everyone was great on that show.
Patton
Oswalt. I mean, everyone was great.
But because he was on a new sitcom, and from what I watched a YouTube video about it, it was about stars who didn't get along with their co-stars and had them fired or whatever. So he's in a new sitcom.
Kevin James is.
Okay. And after one
It's called
season,
Mad About You.
Matter About You.
Mad About You too.
It's U2 the band. He just really doesn't
Mad
like
About You too. Yes, man, that's a good fucking joke, dude.
Yeah, it's about Kevin James gets up and
Twitter-worthy.
opens up iTunes and realizes that U2 album is forced into his iTunes library, and he goes on a spree to murder everyone.
He starts Microsoft. He goes on to start Microsoft.
But in his new show, after the first season, get along with his co-star, and he basically sort of got her fired and brought on Leah Remini to be this new co-star in his new series.
What, his new series?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So
she guest starred. He was like, "Oh man, she's so much better to work with. Let's just make her the new counter."
So it happens like mid-season or something?
I think
or
it's like after the first season.
Oh my God.
I can't remember what the show is called. I've never seen it. I just remember on this YouTube video.
Wow. Was it real?
Oh yeah,
or was it like
real.
a joke thing?
No, it was real because it talked about like Alec Baldwin and Shia LaBeouf and like their whole beef with this Broadway show they were both in. That Alec got Shia basically fired from the Broadway show because he didn't like dealing with them. And
all right, well,
yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
So that joke that I made about Mad About You too, this is essentially King of Queens too.
I guess it is. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know anything about the sitcom.
Yeah. Well, now I gotta watch it. I gotta see if it has that like awesome theme song. It's just played in reverse, or it's just I don't know, technoed up for a new
There you
era.
go. It's just dark and gritty.
Right. How do we get there? Let's follow the breadcrumbs back.
Oh, back to Mega Man, original cover art Mega Man to Mega Man.
There we go. We got
There you go.
Kevin James for that. Awesome. Okay. But how did we get the original cover art Mega Man?
That was...
We were talking about Dr. Light and Dr. Wily of the college years.
Oh, yeah. So the shitty robot they first make is actually...
There we
Mega Man.
go.
There we
We're
go.
back. But that's not what Dr. Wily made. He made the
Nope.
double gear system.
Which, with the Robot Institute chose AI over Double Gear.
Right.
Apparently. And that's Dr. Wily was like, I'll
Mad.
get you yet.
I'm mad about you, too. And then Dr. Wily teamed up with Kevin James. The original Mega Man, if you remember.
Yeah, if you remember.
There is, all of this talk reminds me of Quizmaster, Bovine Bear, Matt, he posted something on The Nation about the fan-made Mega Man film that looks like it is a full-length film that
Perfect.
somebody made. He suggested as possibly a future Patreon episode.
Okay.
Which I'm down for, but I know you've watched 2 movies, so you're probably done for the
I
year.
can't watch a movie
and you watch Pixels, so like
That's true.
There's your 3.
I'm done for 2019.
But I wanted to bring it up because you talked about I haven't seen it, so this doesn't have anything to do with the film. But like we mentioned, shitty Mega Man, and this is a fan-made movie, which those are only typically so good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's
Yeah,
a ceiling there. And look, I'm not throwing stones because we do a podcast and a blanket for it, but I'm just saying it might be shitty Mega Man. There's a
might
there's a
be.
potential. Dude, if Kevin James shows up in that, if Kevin James wrote and
Directed it.
then I'm in.
I'll make a
100%.
movie without your movie, without your money, Adam Sandler. Let's see what I can do.
The story in the game really doesn't matter. It's a Mega Man game.
Yeah.
I don't play these games. Like, the story doesn't make these games fun for me. It's interesting where it's like, it's Saturday morning cartoon fare, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But I'm not playing the game for like the deep, enriching like story, where I'm playing it. It's like, fine. Yeah. There's a story. Great. Okay, cool.
Yep. One timeline I'm not crazy about because it feels even crazier than the Zelda timeline is the Mega Man timeline.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be surprised that exists, but
Because, it all connects. Because, Mega Man is still far in the future, but the games in the series are like, I feel like the games toward the end are like, in the future, they're just, I don't know, it's just so much, there's so much huge gaps of time in the Mega Man series between Mega Man to Mega Man X to Mega Man Legends is like
But see,
a
don't you-
crazy amount of time, and then Mega Man... after Mega Man Legends, there's just so much shit. There's so much weird shit.
But I mean, like, okay, of course it's going to be weird when they try to connect all those very different
Well, they don't
things,
really try
right?
to connect them.
Oh,
It's just
shit.
sort of vague, as in, like, each one of these is a different Mega Man, but then that makes me wonder, like, then I want to know, like, what happens? What happens to the original Mega Man then? Like, because I thought, oh, is he just the upgraded version? He's Mega Man X. That's the one where
Right,
it's
I
approved.
gotcha.
No. Totally different Mega Man. Well, then how the fuck does this... Oh, I'll just never know.
But isn't that okay?
Because, I like the lore. I'm
Yeah.
interested in the lore. I want to know the story of this world.
Yeah.
But it's just...
But it's not.
What's there is weird.
It's
and
not really there, though.
It's not really there.
I mean, like, don't drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's honestly, as far as like story goes, I think Saturday morning cartoon is like the perfect way of summing
Yeah.
up Mega Man. Because it's like it just isn't that deep. Because I feel like those games are like all about the gameplay, and I love that. I mean, I really do. It's I love a game where it's like, this is a game. This is cool. This is a video game.
I want every video game series that I love to have an intricate Game of Thrones like storyline.
I know. Like, look, I get the appeal of that for sure, and it's like it is fun to have like this is what I love. Okay, I think Final Fantasy does it perfectly, where it's like each one is a different story, and fuck, as far as I know, those things are never going to be connected. I'm sure that there are like fan timelines and stuff. I never, ever, ever, ever want the Final Fantasy stuff connected. I don't. Unless the one's a direct sequel to the other.
Yep.
That's fine. That's cool. Like Final Fantasy X-2. It's a sequel. It has
Where's my
two.
Final Fantasy 6 too? Come on, dog.
Right. Oh, don't ask for that. No one. Look, that's a thing we think we want. until
But then we get another Final Fantasy After Years,
yeah, maybe.
which After Years wasn't that bad.
I didn't play all of After Years,
not-
but
it's
I liked
really-
what I played.
Yeah, I feel
Final
like
Fantasy College Years. That was a good one.
That's the shit. There we
that's the
go.
good stuff. But like Final Fantasy, I think does it perfectly because it's like they don't have this timeline where they try to connect everything. They just have like reoccurring elements where it's like, yeah, there's chocobos. It's a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
You know, there's a cactuar.
Or as
It's
Miller
a Final
would
Fantasy
say,
game.
Kokobo.
Yeah, I have some issues with Miller and his whole Final Fantasy stuff, like refusing to call them Final Fantasy 4 and 6, like, and also calling chocobos Kokobos. It's just, come on, man, come on. Whose side are you on anyway? So yeah, I mean, the whole thing we still haven't gotten past the double gear system. The mechanical part of that is the fact that there are two gears. One makes Mega Man fast, one makes Mega Man more powerful. And the levels are designed around you having the ability to sometimes make everything slow, or make it so that you are very powerful. And
For like most, like 4 seconds. At a
yeah,
time
something
before
like
it
that.
overheats.
Yeah, right, because the gear will overheat, and unless you turn it off, and if it overheats, it puts a cooldown on the ability. You cannot use either the speed gear or the power gear until it is cooled down, which I think is really neat. I think that's a cool system. It's also a system that I didn't want to use at first because it again felt like cheating to me because I'm not used to this in a Mega Man game. But I learned to love it. There's also when you're low on health, you can activate both gears simultaneously and give yourself the effects of both power and speed. So that's neat. It's like a desperation kind of thing.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Where if you like charge it up, you can essentially deal damage to everything on the screen, kind of deal.
Okay.
So yeah, it's neat. It's a really neat system. And of course, you can get things from Auto's shop to upgrade your gears and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is neat.
At first, I was turned off by the graphics. Like I
I wanted
wanted
to talk to you about this.
I wanted 8-bit when I turned it on, and I saw it wasn't. I was just like, it gave me Mega Man 7 flashbacks. I was like, oh fuck. But as I got in and played it, it was fine.
It plays like a Mega Man game. It really
That's
does.
the thing that's more important.
And I'm a big fan of cell shaded 3D models. Like I think that's a really good look. I love how I've gone on record to say that I'm not the biggest Borderlands fan, but I do.
Fuck, Borderlands is gorgeous.
I love how Borderlands looks. I mean,
yes.
Beautiful Joe. Like I mean, all these like the Naruto fighting games, like all of these cell shaded
Jet Set
games.
Radio.
Yeah, they look like you're playing a cartoon, essentially. And that's what I love. Like, I love that look. And I think it's perfect for Mega Man, honestly. Like, it goes back to that Saturday morning kind of shtick where it's like, this works for me. And they don't get lazy in the character design because it's like the Robot Masters are like all still like designed in the same style. It's just they're not pixel art. They're cell shaded 3D models.
And I enjoy that Mega Man, instead of just being a palette swap, that he actually has characteristics of the Robot Master.
Yes,
that is a very nice change.
His helmet and his Buster
Yep.
arm changes depending on which weapon you've selected.
Which I like that a lot.
It's awesome. It's a really nice touch. And it's like the Robot Masters, when you go to fight a Robot Master at the end of the stage, they have intros, which I think is great. I mean, like they all have these animated intros where they like make an appearance. They're not just like waiting in the room for you.
Yeah,
you know
they
what
just
I mean?
drop
Like-
down and hold up on their arms.
Right.
And their health fills up.
Right.
Fight.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like on one hand, I could see like nostalgia for the old style, like wanting that, you know? But on the other hand, it really doesn't alter the gameplay any. It's just kind of like a nice little update to the game.
Yeah.
I think they did a really, really good job with the style. And I know we mentioned Mighty Number 9 earlier. I think Mighty Number 9 failed in style. Really, really like because Mighty Number 9 felt very bland to me. It didn't feel like it had a lot of personality. But Mega Man 11 does. I mean, it feels vibrant. It feels like it has personality. It has energy. If you do like a side by side comparison of like footage from Mighty Number 9 and Mega Man 11. I mean, it's night and day. They both have that 2.5D style, but it's like the amount of detail in Mega Man 11 is so much greater.
Yeah.
Which kind of, I mean, bums me out because, I mean, I wanted Mighty Number 9 to be a good game.
Yep.
But it was just a disaster.
Yep.
The game itself, I think, was fine. I think it was like it's fine. It's a mediocre game, kind of a little boring, but it's like it didn't have the excitement that this game has,
Yeah.
Mega Man 11 has.
Yep. So, playing through the stages, because I've got, because originally I started with Bounce Man, which is, fucking awful.
Right.
Awful.
Gato.
Bounce Man himself, not that bad. Not that hard of a difficult of a boss to beat, even with the
You can
Mega
eat him if
Buster.
you want.
Eat him.
He does totally look like Gato from Chrono Trigger. But it's like if Gato were a hidden character in ARMS,
Yeah, there you go.
instead of having the ultra arm or whatever with the punching glove
Yeah.
on it, if he didn't have that and instead had like stretchy arms.
There you go.
There we go. That's it.
And then Tundra Man, which is actually Brian Boitano Man.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Man, I thought I was so original with that joke, but apparently that was low-hanging fruit. But yeah, totally, because he's a figure skater.
What would Brian Boitano do if he were in a Mega Man?
I thought that Tundra Man he was a tough fight. Like I couldn't beat him. Like that was one where it's like, well, I have to find out what he's weak against and use it. I did get some help later on from Twitch chat, which is always nice.
Very cool.
But like everyone is really cool about like how they give hints because it's like, all right, what do you think? What do you think he would be weak against? So that they make it feel like I'm actually doing it.
No, come on. You're very
Right?
close.
Yeah,
Think
exactly,
about it.
Exactly. And then like Twitch chat is having a conversation.
Freddy is weak to...
Freddy died by fire, and Jason died. So like I'm sure Twitch chat is totally having a moment where it's like, all right, is he manipulating us or is he just dumb?
Let's see, and then Torchman. Torchman is like Camp Counselor Man.
Dude, yeah, Torchman is like wonderful because Torchman, the robot master, is straight up like from a Street Fighter game. Like all of his moves are like fireballs and kicks, and he's very energetic and he's moving all around the place. And his fucking stage is the best.
It is a very cool stage
in possibly all of Mega Man's. I haven't played all of them, but so I can't really speak to that. But dude, it is like the stage is straight up like Camp Anawana, the Mega Man level.
Camp Crystal Capacitor Lake.
Right?
Because even robots like to get back to the mechanical woods every now and then.
Right, exactly.
Because all the trees are just mechanical.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, it's mechanical Camp Anawana.
And it's like it's wonderful because there are these owls, these mechanical owls that are carrying torches, and if you kill them, there are parts of the stage where it is completely dark because you've eliminated your light source. Because the whole stage takes place at night, and then there are segments where you are like racing against like a huge forest fire. It's really, really cool. It's my favorite stage.
Yeah,
Loved it.
I agree.
Loved it.
I liked it. But it really made me think that Mega Man, the world of Mega Man, is the Fallout 4.
The MMO, you mean? The world of Mega Man?
The world of Mega Man. God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, except how would that work?
It had to be Mega Man Legends. But
Okay, but I mean, like, not everyone can play Mega Man. Is Mega Man like the equivalent of Lord British in the Mega Man MMO?
Well, everyone's a different robot master. You each have your job.
Oh man, that would be really cool. Where you get to like choose, like, all right, what element? Like, you get to build your own robot master.
So that'd be
It's
pretty
like,
awesome.
All right, what's your element? And then, oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Because Mega Man it's in the world of Fallout 4, but it's the Institute ending of Fallout 4.
Oh, okay, I
So
like
there
it.
you go. That's actually what happens.
Are you planning on picking up Fallout 76? Because that's coming out soon.
I don't know.
Just
I'm
curious.
torn.
Okay.
Probably, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'm worried.
Don't get it. Then
I'm
wait.
worried.
Then wait.
I'll wait for Christmas.
Wait,
and then I'll get it
yeah.
for Christmas.
Unless the reviews are bad.
I know. Well,
Question. Will you buy it anyway?
Artsy AJ really wants to play
Okay.
it.
You got it then.
She beat Fallout 3.
Nice.
I was very impressed.
Nice.
She did something I've never done because whenever I've played it, I've always killed President Eden she didn't. She really liked him, so she worked with him and got some special serum that she put in the water filtration system at the end.
Wow, really? Interesting.
And it killed most of the super mutants and the ghouls. So
Okay.
I was like, well, okay. She's like, yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I feel like this was the right decision. Let me check your karma.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very evil.
Right.
What? Yep.
Did she not know there
And
was
she
that
looked up and
system?
she's like, well, it says I murdered 250 people. Yeah, I guess that's pretty evil. And there's Blast Man, also known as Six Flags Man.
The Six Flags man. That guy? The old dude?
That'd be great.
All right, so somewhere we got Kevin James in this game in our remake.
Kevin James is Mega Man.
Right, Kevin James is Mega Man.
Brian
and then
Boitano Man.
Brian Boitano's in the game, and then the Six Flags dancing mascot guy.
Yeah, he's
who makes me feel really old because I'm like, from a couple years back. Oh wait,
it's like
that's
20 years ago.
Right.
Because his level looks like it's a theme park. It's like reminded me of Six
Right.
Flags or Islands of Adventure, where you see the roller coaster track going all
Yeah.
through it, and at the very end where you fight Blast Man is a dilapidated Ferris wheel.
Right.
So he looks like he's part of like what might have been like a stunt show, and he uses bombs and stuff like that. So
It's great because I didn't expect that in Blast Man's level. Like
Yep.
when I went in, I was like, well, it's probably gonna be like a factory or something. You know?
half the levels were tropey and half the levels were not.
Right.
Because then like Blockman, I liked Blockman. Blockman was a good boss fight.
I like
thought that was
Blockman too.
interesting.
Why'd you say it like with no confidence?
Well, it was
Did you
just
think I was
like
gonna be like, dude, you liked Blockman? Come on.
well, because he's one of the more tropey type Mega Man.
You
one
need
of the
that.
tropey type.
You
Well,
gotta have
okay.
that,
yeah.
right? You have to have it. Otherwise, it doesn't feel like a Mega Man game.
Yeah, that's true.
Blockman, he's the foundation from which we
You're
will
right.
build Mega Man 11.
And his stage was just like, I guess he could Aztec Temple Man, because that's what his stage reminded me of.
You gotta give the medallion to the temple guard, or that's gonna happen.
Go to the Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
Gotta put that shit
with
together.
Mega Man's powers.
I can't remember if we talked about this or not. Do you remember the night that I just randomly sent you the video of all the Silver Monkey fails?
Oh, yeah. I was just about to bring that up.
It's like 15 minutes of kids struggling to put together the monkey. Nikki, I thought Nikki had thought I lost my mind because we were in bed and I randomly found that video of the children trying to put together that fucking statue. I am rolling.
Does the head go first? No,
I am
damn it.
laughing. And she's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, these dumb kids. They think the head goes in the middle.
Well, it's like Nick Arcade was also just as frustrating
know,
whenever
man.
like the gym is like right there, they're just like waving their arms, just like walking around like they're
Yeah.
stoned. Like,
It's right there.
but I guess everything back there's green, so you don't know what's going on.
That I
So-
can understand, but like putting together that, have you not seen the show, kid? Like, that was always the frustrating part because it's like, come on, I could do so much better than this, right?
Because I don't feel like, do they ever interview the kids very often? Do they ever speak?
Yeah, I think, no, actually, I don't
So I was trying to think, I wonder if they
don't
just go to different countries and get kids who've never seen the show and then bring them over and have them do it.
know. Hey, have you ever heard of Legends of Secret Temple or Hidden Temple? Fuck it, I'm done. I quit. I'm done.
Have you ever heard of the Secret Temple? No, the Hidden Temple. All right, that's close enough. Come on.
Hey, what's the name of the show we do again? Oh, sorry, Hidden Temple? Oh, yeah, that
See,
one.
so
That one
secret, I
have.
don't even know what it's called.
Yeah, Secret of the Secret. It's super secret. Y'all, this temple's so fucking secret.
Have you heard of Secret to the Secret Temple? Are you trying to fuck me? And then there's Acid Man. He could also be Impresario Tony Man because his whole stage is like a giant chemical laboratory.
I was hoping they were going to go a different route with that. I was hoping this was going to be the touch fuzzy, get dizzy Mega Man level.
Okay,
where
that's
it's
fair.
like Mega Man just
Man.
like trips throughout the entire fucking
I have
stage.
not thought about Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy since we did that episode.
For some, touch
That-
fuzzy, get dizzy is like,
It's an iconic level. It's something I will always remember the rest of my life. I'll be 80, like with Alzheimer's, must be like, are you okay? Touch Fuzzy
Fuzzy.
Get Dizzy.
like, yes.
What does that mean?
Your great grandchild like holds out a fuzzy caterpillar in his hand, and you're like, touch fuzzy, get dizzy.
Grandpapa, I love you.
Yes, French child.
Well, yeah, eventually my kids are gonna be French. You not know that?
Man, touch fuzzy, get dizzy is like kind of a personal mantra. So I will always, even if I forget what the stage is like, I'll always remember that, the name of the level.
Impact Man, or otherwise I know as St. Louis Overpass Construction Man, with
Yeah.
just a ton of superfluous construction stuff just going on.
Weird name for that robot master, isn't it? Impact Man?
Yeah.
Impact Man. And what's
It doesn't say like get spiked or something like that at the beginning whenever his little intro.
yeah, you get taunts, and I think they're like different taunts because like each robot master has voice acting, and I think the voice acting is actually like pretty good if you consider like it fits that cartoon style, that Saturday morning cartoon style. It's not like wonderful acting, but it is like it embodies that. It by wonderful, I should let me rephrase that. It is wonderful acting, but it's not like dramatic acting. You know what I mean? It's like it's cheesy, it's campy, it's like over the top, like it's fun. But yeah, totally. And they all have these like taunts for you, and like even Mega Man when he speaks, like whenever you engage the power gear, he's like more power, and I'm always like, like it never fucking like it's like if I hear more power, and it's like I immediately go to Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Because I mean, I guess that was one of the more tropey levels, in the construction side. Because I've seen that in Mega Man X has that level, and then that's a fairly common.
And that reminded me of Mighty Number 9. Like that level was like, well, okay, all right. I guess you guys kind of taking that a little bit, maybe.
Apparently, Impact Man has sort of an important speed running power in that you can power his move up and dash across a lot of the screen. That's how you get through a lot of stuff.
The pile driver.
Yeah, especially Fuse Man stage. Is that how you get through a lot of the lasers and things like that?
It's kind of like Gurk in The Legend of Gurk in Twitch chat said it's like the poor man's rush jet.
That works.
Because Rush is in the game, which I think we should also mention.
Yeah, just an alternate, like, there's like a rush button, basically.
2 rush buttons, yeah. There's a rush button for the jet, and then there's a rush button for the coil, which is amazing, because it's like, once again, I don't have to press start and then select. I can just do it on the fly. It's wonderful. It's like, that's what Mega Man needs. It needs... It's a wonderful design because it needs to continue to be fast and exciting. It's a real bummer to like have to go to a sub menu and select what you want.
I'm with you.
Sometimes it's nice though. Like later on in the game, the Wily stages, there were times where it's like the boss rush, for example, in Wily stage. It's nice to hit pause and then be like, all right, let me think about what is this Robot Master weak against? Okay, select it slowly, and then they're like, all right, now I'm in.
Then of course Fuse Man. He could have just been Force Field and Laser Man, because you don't see a lot of feel like electricity, but just yellow lasers and force fields around every enemy.
Yeah, that was kind of like a Mega Man trope.
Yeah, that's very like
stage.
Spark Gorilla and other stages. Very, I guess that's one of the tropey levels you have to have for the it's the future, you know.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Where we have electricity and fuses. We still have fuses.
Fuses, yeah. We've gotten rid of breakers. We've gone back to the fuse system.
We have robots that can be mistaken as children, but we still use fuses.
Pennies are very rare now to put in a fuse box, so to make it work. I think he's the one who, whenever you kill him, he goes, "Oh God."
Yeah. Hey Tyler, what happened to your French great grandchild? Fuse broke.
La fuse broke.
We lost that one.
Yes, we lost you, V.
I liked Fuse Man. Fuse Man's design, like he looked like a Dragon Ball Z parody character, like really, because it's.
Speaking of that, I love the 4-star Dragon Ball Z abridged. I think it's fucking brilliant. But I've only seen it's very hard to find big cuts. Like you can find maybe 1 or 2 episodes. You don't know if they're always going to be in order, or you'll find the best of a character all cut together.
Yeah.
But I found the entire one-shot video of the Cell games, and so I watched it it was the length of a full-length movie, and I watched every bit of it, and it was so fucking good.
Yeah.
So fucking good, because I'd never seen it.
Yeah.
Or I'd just seen little clips of the best of and shit like that.
You mean cell phone games?
Cell phone
like
games.
Snake, What are the other classics? Pretty much a snake.
Just Snake. But that's God. I want you to watch. I'm excited for you to watch because I feel like you would get more of it if you watch Dragon Ball Z. But man, if you just watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged, that would make me blissfully happy because it's got the action and it has some of the poignance to it.
Yeah.
It's still they retain some of the emotional appeal to it for like big battles and things like that. But there is so much well done comedy and parody and poking fun.
That's what I was about to say.
at
Isn't it
itself.
like edited for laughs?
Yeah.
I don't want that to be my first experience. I want
because
I won't get it.
They make jokes about stuff that happens later on in the series a lot. So yeah, I mean you get more of it, but I mean Dragon Ball Z it's fucking long.
I'll just take a year off from
fucking
work.
long.
How long are sabbaticals? I'll take a sabbatical. I don't know because I've never been in a job where it's like, we value your sanity. Please take some time off.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure what like universities do that, and then like hospitals do hospitals. Do
No,
that?
no.
All right, no, never mind.
Why? Maybe for a doctor. Maybe for someone important.
Let's get
not me.
sabbaticals. Let's make sabbaticals a thing.
I'm right. We'll run for mayor on a sabbatical platform. And then after that, it's Wily's Castle. That was my first experience with the disappearing blocks again. And then I thought the boss of the first stage was very cool in that it's...
But like the blocks are like, there's 2 sections and like both of them are so easily bypassed by Rush
good.
Coil.
I'm good. Perfect.
I
Love
know.
it.
I love it. It's great because it's like...
Here's your reference. Not a vote with if you don't want to.
Exactly. That is exactly I feel like that was their design where it's like, they're in the game, don't worry. But for those of you who are sane and don't want to fuck with this shit, use Rush Coil.
I think the boss of that first stage is, I think he's called the Yellow Devil.
Yellow Devil. Yeah, who I think was, I know he was in one of the Mega Man games that I've played.
He's notoriously like the hardest sub boss or whatever in the series. I think he might have been glitched to be especially difficult.
Oh, really?
So they do a good like twist on him where he does the normal thing where he moves invincibly from side to side of the screen and then turns into smaller versions of himself and jumps around and has like it was cool. It was a cool fight.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked all of the boss fights. I mean, really, the sub bosses I thought were all like really,
Except
really
Bounce
cool.
Man.
Dude, no way. Bounce Man had the best sub boss.
Oh, the guy in the frog suit?
Yeah, no, with the inflatable frog.
Fucking
Oh
hated
my
that
god,
guy.
it was the
Oh,
best.
I hated that guy.
It was the best, man. Why'd you hate it?
Because he was so fucking hard to kill.
Yeah.
Not the frog with a little guy inside the frog.
Well, that's what's
like,
fun about it.
God.
It's like the first time I'm fighting him, I'm like,
Don't you like being frustrated? That's what's fun about it.
yeah, no. It's not the fact of being frustrated that's fun about it. It's the fact that it's like you don't just kill the frog. It's like deeper than
Okay.
that. It's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah.
Oh, of course there's a guy in the frog suit.
Of course, exactly.
There's a guy with 2 bouncy balls in the frog
Right.
suits.
Isn't that wonderful? You don't expect that shit. And it's like, because I remember when I realized, oh, I have to kill the guy,
Can't you kill the clown robot?
not the frog.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I don't know. I think props to them on
Probably
that.
because it also just had a ton of trouble with it. I had a ton of trouble because it was the first stage I played, so
Yeah.
I was still getting used to the game.
Not a good first stage, we talked about earlier.
Horrible first stage.
They should actually dissuade you. Like if you go to choose it, they're like,
Are you
hey,
sure?
We noticed this is your first time playing the game. Whoa, hold up.
And if you keep going anyway, it shows the clip from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You're like, Joe's poorly.
I was thinking they show you an animated GIF of a child trying to put together the silver monkey. That's actually what I need on the Twitch stream. What I need to do.
Kirk Frog shaking his head. Kirk Fog.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog shaking his head, drinking his tea. You're going to hate this level, but it's none of my business.
Man, we're on fire tonight.
Yeah. On fire and off topic.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, we've also talked a lot about Mega Man 11.
That's true.
I mean, look, I don't really want to get like into the intricacies of Mega Man 11.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we touch on the big points, and then if
We talk about our dicks.
we talk about our dicks, and then if someone feels like, hey, that sounds like a game that I'd like to play, then there we go.
There
Job
you go.
done.
It's a little expensive, though.
It is. I was going to talk to you
I
about the
still
price.
think
It's
I
$30.
played through it. I liked it. That's still a bit much.
It's $30.
Still a bit much.
$20 is a sweet spot.
$19.99. I
That's
think
the
would
sweet
be
spot.
ideal.
That's the sweet spot.
Yep.
Because there are extras, there are extra modes, but it's stuff that I'm probably not going to touch.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're really into it, and they're like online leaderboards for like, I don't know why I said leaderboards so weird. Online leaderboards.
Leaderboards.
But that means a lot to some people. Maybe that's worth $10 extra. It's not for me. I mean,
Not me, especially not me.
I would rather pay $20 for sure.
Yeah.
But I still think $30 is fair.
It's not outrageous. I mean, I paid it, and I regret it a little bit, but not like
Do
a
you
whole
really?
lot.
Man,
Yeah.
that is a bummer. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
You're like, remember that time I had River City Ransom Underground code and didn't tell Blake and he bought it?
Yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah.
Even it torments Blake's kind of funny. He'll agree.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Blake's comedy is shit giving. So when stuff like that happens, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I got it physical for $30, which made it easier
That's a little
to
better.
swallow.
I bought digital on Switch.
Because it's like, yeah, it was $30, but I do have the option of getting some of that money back if I want to.
that's true.
I don't think I'm ever going to sell it, but because I like the game, I'll probably play it again. But the other good news is this is a Capcom game, and Capcom games do lower in price. So, I mean,
Especially if you play it on Steam.
right, exactly. So, yeah, this will be on sale. Like,
Yep.
I guarantee it. It might not be on sale for like a year or two, but it'll
Yeah.
be on sale.
Unless you're a diehard Mega Man, which of course you pay the full price for. But if you just like Mega Man games, well, usually it's like $19.99 on Steam, and it will be within 6 months.
Oh, man, I don't know.
That's what I think.
I get it. I do. I get $30. I wish this game was $20, but I honestly think it's worth $30. Yeah, and it's like the perfect game for me because it's $30. It's not a long game. Like this game is all about like, look, we're gonna give you an experience, and this experience is anywhere between 5 to 7 hours, and there are more things that you can do after that point, but it's like, we're not going to stretch this shit out. Like, this is a Mega Man game. We're not putting, like, extra things in it just to pad it. It respects your time, and it's like, all right, it's $30. I get it. I do wish it was $20. $20 is the perfect price for this game. But I'm not crying over 30. It was worth it to me. Honestly, just to even, like, play it. I don't know. I get a weird, like, this is new. I enjoy it when it's like, I'm playing a new fucking game. Like, I am, like, this thing just came out.
It doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't. Yeah. I mean, so I don't know. It's exciting.
That's as far as I got in the game. So what about you? Tell me about the ending of Wily, everything that you did since you beat it.
Wily is, I mean, you get to Wily's Fortress, and then there are 2 stages that you do that are very difficult. Let me take that back. The first stage in Wily's Fortress, I think, is the hardest level in the game. I had a really hard time with it because it is all about precise platforming while you're dodging shots. So that makes it tough.
Yeah.
The secret is, and Twitch chat was really trying to help me. The secret is essentially to use the speed gear as often as possible. And also Acid Man's weapon forms like a protective bubble. It's to use that as well. But anyone who has ever watched me play a Mega Man game knows that I'm fucking stubborn about that shit. And I'm like, what if I need Acid Man's ability later though?
That's what was in Mega Man X. I used the fuck out of powered up rolling shield that makes the force field around you just for that exact kind of platforming.
Yeah.
So once I can find that defensive power, then I'm going to enjoy shit more. Yeah.
But I mean, that's once I accepted that that's what I needed to do and did it, it wasn't that big a deal. And then once you get past, like, what's really weird because like the second stage after that, very easy. And then you go to the boss rush, which I don't normally like boss rush like in a game, but like in Mega Man, I really like boss rushes because it's like, especially in this one,
you have all the tools you need already, so
Right.
it's not like
and
the ActRaiser fucking boss rush or some shit like that.
right, and they give you a moment of rest between the bosses where it's like, here's a power up. Do what you need to do. Use your E-tanks. Use all the shit that you've brought to this fight to get through it. And that's what I did. I mean, I dumped so many E-tanks getting to the boss rush, and I didn't really even care about it because I knew the next fight was Wily.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I run out of E-tanks, this is the attitude I should have from the beginning of the game. If I run out of E-tanks, no big deal. I'll just buy more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fake money.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's not even money. It's fucking screws. Those are literally a dime a dozen.
I don't want to get screwed. I want to screw someone else.
And then you fight Wily. He has his Wily machine. It's Wily Machine 11, which is essentially a helicopter. And he fires torpedoes at you, or missiles, I guess technically they'd be torpedoes or like water things, right? So he fires missiles that you kind of have to like platform on in order to get high enough to shoot them. And then he does have a second form. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much it. Wily's Fortress, other than that first level, is kind of easy.
Very easy. Okay. As long as there are no like bouncy balloons for you to jump on and shit. So it's all good.
No, there are not. And I totally agree with you. That stage, Bounce Man stage, is the worst stage in the game for sure. It's inventive. It's creative. I appreciate those qualities, but yeah.
In the same way airborne cancer would be.
Right? Yes. Man, I thought you were going to go with Airheads, the movie Airheads. And I was all on board. I was like, yeah, that movie was inventive and
Very
creative.
inventive. I mean, back when Brendan Fraser meant something.
And Adam Sandler. Back actually, before Adam Sandler was a hallmark of quality.
Yeah.
That was like shortly after his Cosby years, I think.
Oh, shit. Well, this game had achievements, but do you have any?
I do. These all come from Twitch chat. I chose my favorite. Thank you for everybody who was in Twitch chat and submitted an achievement. Here we go. First achievement. This is coming from Edgelord Kyle. Block Cocker. And in order to unlock Block Cocker, you need to defeat 100 enemies with your big block. Also, this is worth mentioning. I'm glad Kyle submitted this achievement because it reminded me your power gear not only powers up your Mega Buster, but it also powers up the Robot Master weapons.
Yes.
That you collect. And in some cases, it modifies them significantly. Like in Blockman's case, for example, his weapon is you drop like 4 or 5 blocks from the sky. If you use it when you've got the power gear activated, it drops like a wall full of blocks on enemies.
Which is very good for like bit long clusters of enemies, especially like the
like the shielded enemies and
Impact band stage where you've got like all the rocket launchers and shit just take them all out.
Absolutely, totally. Next achievement I got is You Flunked Flank. And this comes from Bubba Shane. In order to unlock You Flunked Flank, get the flunk out of here. Make a poor directional choice and end up dying on spikes, which is something that happened to me regularly. Spikes are a killer, as they always are in Mega Man games. But you can buy an item that allows you to hit a spike once and not die, which I think is cool. I mean, the design of this game is something that I really admire because Capcom did a wonderful job of making a game that is as hard as you want it to be or as easy as you want it to be because you can bypass a lot of pain and suffering by buying things. So I really like that. I appreciate that. And by leveling your character up. So I think that's really neat, but it's all optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And it has different difficulty modes too. I played it on normal, but there is like an easy and there's a beginner and then there's a superhero mode where it's like superhero mode apparently is there are no drops. Enemies don't drop anything. And I believe that enemies deal a little extra damage as well.
Yeah.
So I'll probably never play it on that mode, but maybe I will. There's something magical about, I bought this on the Switch, and there's something magical about playing this game in bed. That is why I buy games on the Switch, and Nintendo knows it because they keep putting games on the eShop that I already own. And I'm like, I do want to play this in bed. Yes, here's full retail for this game that I bought on a sale on Steam for $2. But it's like it's totally it has to be their strategy.
I'd much rather play laying around on the Switch than I would sitting at my computer.
And then it's got the fucking power save where it's just like, well, whatever, like if I fall asleep playing this, no big deal. It's just the console will turn itself off. I'll turn it on in the morning and I'll have lost no progress. I mean, it's just like it's fucking
Switch
perfect.
Switch is good shit. Switch is really good. That's why I felt laying down in bed and playing this, and I was like, This is good. This is good. The Switch is very nice.
I love it. I do. I love it.
It's like the only thing I enjoyed about the Wii U as a console.
Oh yeah, the tablet. But the
getting it, being able to lay in bed and play Paper Mario was my favorite part about the Wii U.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. But the Switch does it so much better because it's like that fucking Wii U tablet. Like I take 3 steps out of the room that the console, the base is in, and it's like bleep bleep bleep. problem.
Yep.
You're not in the same room as your console.
Yeah, you're right.
Worst. It's like worst. Like my Xbox 360 controller. I remember like I could go to the upstairs in my apartment while the Xbox 360 was downstairs in the room, like in the bathroom, and close the door, and it's like I can move the controller and still hear it like activating. It's like, come on.
Yep.
Come on, Nintendo.
Yep.
Come on. I know, different technology, but whatever.
Yeah, it reinforces our point, so fuck it.
So yeah, it's very convenient for me right now. So yeah, fuck it. Next achievement I got comes from Choctopus. Tanks, but no tanks. In order to unlock tanks, but no tanks, you need to use all your E-tanks, which I love because it's tanks and then no tanks. So thank you, Chocto. I really appreciate that achievement. I didn't mention, I know we did last time, but when Bubba Drewski shared an achievement, Bubba Shane is Bubba Drewski's co-host on Sad Panda Presents, a podcast that you should check out. And Choctopus is a YouTuber. So we'll have a link. I always forget his fucking channel name because I'm the worst. I always want to say it's like I am Chocto, but I think it's just Choctopus.
Okay.
I'll have a link in the show notes. We'll have a link in the show notes for that. And then this is worth mentioning. Sandwich Boat Phil submitted like a bunch of achievements that have a theme to them.
Okay.
I was going to read them if we had time because I think the payoff is good, but I feel like we're probably running a little long. What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to do it? Okay, here we go. All right. Method Man. In order to unlock Method Man, beat one of the Robot Masters while listening to the Wu-Tang Clan. Next achievement from Phil. Action Man. Beat one of the Robot Masters while watching The Venture Brothers. Ant-Man is unlocked by beating one of the Robot Masters while watching a Paul Rudd movie. Finally, this is where it pays off. Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man. In order to unlock that, you need to beat one of the Robot Masters while watching The Big Lebowski. So thank you, Phil.
All right.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I've got a question for you. I won't ask you how much this game is on price charting because there's a good chance it's $29.99.
And you have to give me the prize there.
Yeah, and I'm not willing to do that. It's too easy. It's too easy. I'm like the clown robot inside the inflatable frog.
We have to kiss on Patreon.
That's my gift to you.
Yeah. Just a slow embrace and kiss.
Yeah, my gift to you is I say thank you, Mario, and then I lead in. You guessed the price correctly. Claim your prize.
We dress like Kirk and Spock, and then we slowly, luxuriously kiss.
You gotta shave your beard. Sorry.
I'll shave an inch around.
Yeah, just around your mouth. Yeah. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I've had a lot of fun today talking about Kevin James and kissing each other
And our kids.
and our kids. But before we close things out, I have two very important questions for you. First of which, if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be? And would a 1/4 inch be shaved around the mouth?
I would give this the Steam release of Final Fantasy VI's Strago's beard.
Oh, was it different in the Steam release?
It's the different. It's sort of the big head cartoony graphics.
Right,
Like
yeah.
it got a lot of hate, but it's still like it's Final Fantasy VI. It's still a fucking good game. It looks different.
Okay, I got you. I thought maybe I'd missed I heard the general uproar about the new graphics, but I thought maybe I missed something very specific about Strago's
I think
beard.
they're releasing an option for the original pixel graphics.
Wow, really? I'm glad you brought that up because that's something I thought would have been a nice touch for Mega Man 11.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
if you could switch between the 2.5D graphics and pixel art.
Yeah, or if it's just Mega Man was
Oh god,
pixel art.
that would be rough. In Spider-Man, one of the things that you can unlock, one of the costumes that you can unlock is like comic book Spider-Man's costume, and by that I mean he's very vibrant and like thick drawn lines. He's essentially cell shaded,
yeah.
in this very realistic looking world, and it is like. I'm so glad that costume is in the game, but on the other hand, it is impossible to play in that costume because they go so far as to have like the printing dots on it and everything. It like looks so good, but he is like 100% out of place. Like it is just unbearable.
Can you play as Tobey Maguire's wrestler Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, awesome. Can you just play as Tobey Maguire?
I haven't unlocked that yet.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm working on it. I'm still not through that fucking game. I'm at 80.
My PS4 may just be dead.
Yeah, I remember you telling me Ryan looked at it and
he's
said it
trying
might
to
be
check
bad.
it out because RT AJ really wants to play Spider-Man. So I hope he can fix it, but he said it's like a 50-50.
Well, if your PlayStation gets fixed, she can borrow my copy.
Okay.
'Cause
perfect.
I mean, I hope to be when I'm done with it, which is hopefully going to be soon.
Yeah, might be by the time it gets either it's back or declared dead.
I think you can get them pretty cheap now.
Yeah,
and it's like
because if Ryan said if we got like sort of a mostly busted one that the motherboard was still intact, he just take out that and fix
eBay,
it.
man. Yeah,
So,
totally.
I'll do
Buy
that.
one for parts because you can get them pretty cheap.
Okay.
Also, like the last time I went to like the local pawn shops and kind of did the circuit looking for old retro games, all they fucking had was like current gen consoles. My mind was blown because it was like, all right, there are a shitload of PlayStation 4s and Xbox
Man,
One.
there are some people need to pay their electric bill that is way too high.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that is a problem here in town.
Oh, and it's a huge problem in town.
I wouldn't fix that though. I'd rather give us all sabbaticals.
Yeah, exactly.
Vote for me.
Man, it's gonna be tough. It's been so high. Don't go to work. You're fine.
Right, exactly. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would you give it?
I would give it the 3D glasses worn by the 11th Doctor.
Oh, we kind of talked about the 3D glasses a little bit with the Zombies Ate My Neighbors not too long ago.
So those just for that 2.5D look where it's sort of 3D.
I got you. Stereoscopic.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's the right term for
That's
those.
sure. It works. Sounds good.
Tyler. Yeah. I have more questions for you.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm not. I need to pull them up on my iPad.
Okay.
Can you maintain the excitement?
No.
Is that how Venom sounds?
Sort of.
Jenny Slate's Venom?
Sort of.
Wow! Your Jenny Slate's really good. Keep doing it. Let's do a whole podcast where it's me and Jenny Slate.
Okay.
So what do you think of the Mario timeline, Jenny?
I'd be funny if my tits fell out.
All right, you had it and you lost it. I don't mean to be... Everyone's a critic, I know, but
yeah.
it's always best the first time. All right, here we go. This is a mega quiz. Sent to us by Quizmaster, Bovine Bear, Matt Cowan.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Matt.
The subtitle is 11 Questions to Celebrate Mega Man 11.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
This is kind of going to be all you
Okay.
because these are all like Mega Man trivia questions.
Okay.
And I do not know Mega Man trivia. So I'll help if I can, but I won't be able to.
Okay.
I am going to be the kid trying to put together the statue, the silver monkey, the shrine. That's going to be me. Everyone else listening is going to be like, the head doesn't go on the bottom. But, Mega Man related. Question 1, Tyler.
It does if you draw hard enough.
Everything's a head if you try hard enough. Tyler, question 1. Mega Man is sometimes called the Blue Bomber, which is the name of a Canadian pro football team. What city are the Blue Bombers from? Well, that's actually not a Mega Man trivia question, so I misspoke. He didn't tell me anything about this quiz. I just assumed it was a Mega Man quiz. Do you know where the Blue Bombers are from?
I'm going because I know the Blue Jays are a Canadian baseball team,
And they're
from Toronto.
You want to go to Toronto?
Yep.
They're like all blue themed.
I'm gonna assume.
Let's say Toronto.
Yep.
Winnipeg. Simon Winnipeg. The Canadian Simon Pegg.
All right.
Question 2. Which Mega Man 2 boss was originally intended to be Mega Man's rival?
A Mega Man 2 boss intended to be his rival.
That seems weird. That seems like that means that the Mega Man 2 boss would have had to have been designed prior to Mega Man 1 and didn't go into Mega Man 2 for some reason. Right? Because Wily's is Wily his rival, or is Wily...
Proto Man is his rival.
Okay. Well, Quick Man kind of looks like Proto Man.
Quick Man. Okay, let's go Quick Man then.
I mean,
That's fine.
Do you have any other ideas?
Because Metal Man looks a little too like he was designed, like a big saw blade on his head. Probably not a
Who are the other? Who else is in Mega Man 2? It's totally not Woodman,
Crash
right?
Man. No, never mind. Woodman.
Woodman. Final answer. Lock it in.
Mega Man. It's metal. Woodman's wood. Woodman.
Makes sense. What do you want to? What do you?
Flashman sounds good.
Flashman?
Or no, what did you
I
say?
said Quickman.
Quickman.
And Quickman's weak to. What does Flashman look like? I can't remember. Quickman's got like he's in red and he's got like the boomerang on his
He's
forehead.
the boomerang on his head. You're right. Anything where someone has something on their forehead, we can probably discount that.
Oh, I don't know. Look, I'm deferring to you because I have no idea.
So we say Quickman has that. Metal Man has that. Woodman's made of wood. Crash Man doesn't though.
It's probably yeah. Do you think maybe it's
Crash Man looks like he has a more sleek design.
You want to go Crash Man?
Let's say Crash Man.
Let's go Crash Man. Not to fuck us up or anything. I know we've decided on an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Just playing devil's advocate. Do you think it might be the dragon?
Oh, the cartoony dragon?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably
You're
that
right.
one.
Let's go cartoony dragon.
All right. It is Quickman.
Quickman.
It is
Damn,
Quickman.
you're right. All right.
It was a guess. Like I'm not proud of it. And we're in a hey, look, we're a team. We both got that wrong. We're 0 for 2. We are the kids. We are the kids at the shrine. All right. Next question. The bosses in Mega Man X5 are named after the members of what famous rock band? Guns N' Roses?
Guns N' Roses or the Rolling Stones?
I think
one of
Guns.
those two.
I have to go Guns. Why do you think Rolling Stones?
Well,
Just because they're super famous?
just because iconic, yeah.
I mean,
but
you
you're
got
probably. I feel like Guns N'
Axl,
Roses is something that's
Slash,
used a lot,
right? I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Guns N' Roses.
I've never played
Let's
X5.
go Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Neither have I.
Guns N' Roses. We're on
Yeah.
the board. All right, we got the base of the statue. We got.
All right, it's fucking mug. All right, there we go.
All right.
We still have a few medallions to give to anybody that comes in this room.
Right, exactly. Oh man, if a temple guard were to jump in here right now, it would be like when Melissa pinched your foot under the
Oh my
under
god!
the wall that
Scared
one
the
recording.
fucking shit out of me.
You should have given her a medallion. That's what we need. We need medallions.
I
in
just
here.
hand it underneath this wall, and she just takes slides it away.
Yeah, she goes into a hidden chamber. That's actually what I want for my birthday. I was telling Nikki, I was like, I want medallions that I can just give people and they go away. All right, next question. Mega Man is called Rockman in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
What is bass called in Japan?
Bass.
Because that's musical. That's
Yeah, I still say bass. I feel like
it's a trick question. I'm going bass too. I feel good about that. Nope, we are wrong. Mega Man in Japan, bass is called forte. Next question.
Yep.
Mega Man 64 is a port of what other Mega Man game? It's Mega Man Legends.
Yep.
I know that because we still have Ruby Bear and Paul Kluel's copy of
Oh
it.
man, I forgot about that.
It is Mega Man Legends, which I want to do all the Mega Man games. We got to do all the Mega Man games at some point.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So that's still on that and Superman 64. Which I realize I know is not a Mega Man game, but it is an N64 game.
Well, I mean, he's a Superman, but he's sort of Mega Man.
Yeah, I like that we get confused and it's like, oh, this isn't Mega Man, it's Superman.
Superman.
Fuck.
So he's not as good.
He's wearing blue.
I just thought,
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the equivalent of like when your aunt goes shopping for you when you're a kid and comes home with Color Dinosaur. And it's like, but you like video games. Speaking of Color Dinosaur, I have a correction to make. Prince of Caps, Xander, he is the one who told me that that Color Dinosaur was a Walmart exclusive, and he actually provided a link to an AGDQ where supposedly that is mentioned. But I watched it. I don't know if he just trolled me because I watched that whole thing, and I don't know if I missed it or what. But I don't know. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
I'll have a link. We'll have a link to that in the show notes. You be the judge. Tyler, next question. One of the most unique robot masters of the Mega Man series.
That's an opinion.
But he does say one of. I guess it's still an opinion. It's still an opinion. One of the most unique robot masters of the Mega Man series. What game originally featured Pharaoh Man?
6?
I'm deferring to you. I have no idea.
I remember him, but I don't know which one he's in.
Can you remember any of were there any like new abilities in the game that he's in that we could kind of like logically like follow the breadcrumbs?
I mean, I remember him being in the cartoon. So maybe he's not such a late entry if he was in the cartoon.
Do you know if you could use charge shot against him?
I do not recall.
Gotcha. Because it's like, weirdly, I know that it's not weird. It's just through research. I never played Mega Man 3, but I know it's where Rush enters the franchise, the dog, you know. And I know that that's where the slide enters. And then in 4, I know that's where charge shot makes its appearance.
Let's say 4 then.
You want to go 4?
Yeah, let's go 4.
Pharaoh Man. Mega Man 4! We did it!
All right.
We did it! We got the middle of the statue. All right. Tyler, next question. What rare NES cart from 1992 is known for playing a lot like Mega Man? I know it's not Pulse Man, which also plays like Mega Man, but that's SNES. Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Rare NES cart from 92. That's a late.
Is rare all caps?
No.
Okay.
It's not a proper noun. What rare NES cart? Donkey Kong Country NES?
Rare
NES cart from 1992 is known for playing a lot like Mega Man.
Darkwing Duck?
Oh, is it rare?
Yeah, I don't know if it's rare, but it plays.
But
it's
Darkwing
Capcom.
Duck
It plays a lot
definitely
like Mega Man.
plays like Mega Man. Let's go Darkwing Duck.
Okay.
In 92, like, I remember Darkwing Duck. Does Darkwing Duck, was it out in 92?
Surely, I would hope so.
I would have been 11. Oh, yeah, I probably was watching Darkwing Duck when I was Darkwing Duck.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Darkwing Duck.
Little Samson.
I've heard a lot
Little
about. Ryan was actually
Samson.
messaging me about that fairly recently. He said it's a really good game.
I know it's a really
I know
expensive
it's a super.
one.
Yeah,
totally.
it's a grail.
All right. Well, we failed. That's okay. We have a couple more questions. In Mega Man Legends, Roll has a slightly different name. What is it?
I don't know.
He provides a hint.
Okay.
Rhymes with basket. Schmasket?
Schmasket. Gasket.
Ooh, I bet that's
Maybe.
it, dude. Because that's robot
That's
theme.
robot-y.
Yeah. Gasket?
Okay.
I like it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, son of a bitch. Roll casket?
What?
Roll casket? Caskett?
So her name is still Roll, but there's casket at the end?
Technically, the question's written correctly. Roll has a slightly different name, is how it's worded in the question.
But that it sounds rhymes with basket makes me.
Casket. I know. I get it. Hey, look, it's gasket as far as I'm concerned, okay? Next question. In Mega Man Legends, enough with the Legends questions. Just kidding, man. It's your quiz. You do what you want to do. In Mega Man Legends, Mega Man also has a slightly different name. What is it? Hint. Rhymes with walnut. Schmalnut? Mega Schmalnut?
Mega Helmut Schmalnut.
Helmut Schmalnut? I don't know. I've never played Mega Man Legends. If we had, we'd know the answer
Rock
to this.
Tall Nut.
Rock Tall Nut?
That's his porn name.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. Mega Man. I feel like it's something like Mega Man. Yeah, fuck. I have no clue whatsoever.
All right, we'll go with Rock Tall Nut.
Rock Tall Nut.
Oh my God. Mega Man Volnut. Jesus Christ. Okay. Remember how I said I want to play all the Mega Man games?
Not that one.
Not that one. Tyler, next question. The Mega Man 5 boss, Charge Man, is also very unique. What is the main characteristic of his appearance?
Football helmet.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't remember that one very well.
Football helmet. We're going it. Final answer. Steam locomotive is the answer. And in a parenthetical phrase, riding that penny train? Woo, woo.
Oh, man. That's
I know.
been a while.
That felt good to say. Last question.
So there's the train whistle.
I don't know where that's been recently. I mean, oh, fuck it. There we go. Last question, Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
Who was the first? We got this one. I just read ahead a little bit. I'm sorry. We got this one. This is on lock. We're going to slam that head down on that silver monkey statue, dog. Who was the first and only female robot master that Mega Man has fought?
Splash Woman.
It's a Mega Ran song.
Yep.
It's a really good one. Link in the show notes at tadpog.com. Locked it in. Splash Woman. Yes, indeedy. Splash Woman. All right, we did it.
Well, we got the 3 for the silver monkey.
did it.
Good enough.
Technically, we got to get 4 answers.
Oh,
So,
man, that
my
was
God.
hard. We are not up
was a
on
hard
Mega
quiz.
Man.
To be fair, the first question wasn't a Mega Man question.
Yeah.
So we got 4 out of 10.
So all Mega Man's in Winnipeg?
Right? So, I mean, 4 out of 10 is better than 4
Casket
out
is
of
all
11.
nut Winnipeg. That's my new password for everything.
Yeah, I love the fact that it was 11 questions for Mega Man 11.
That's very good.
That is very good.
Yep,
Nice
very
touch,
good.
Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
you very much for the quiz.
So I'm good. You got anything else? You good?
No, I think we're good. We're set up for calls if you want to take a call, but I feel like we're running long, are we?
We are, but fuck it. Let's just take one.
I'm taking one call.
You set everything up. Let's take one.
All right, here we go. First and only call. God, I fucking say that, but I look and the number shows up twice in short succession. Here we go. Coming in from 562.
Hi, TADPOG. This is Michelle. Every time I call you, I think, what if somebody answers? I mean, I don't think that's how that's set up.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's totally set up that way.
But I do worry because if one of you answers, I'm going to be like, wait, I don't know what to say now.
We've met. It's fine. It's not totally weird.
This is how I'll answer.
We hadn't met probably at this point, though, when she makes this call.
We had.
We had?
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally fine.
This was
fine,
after
Michelle.
TADPOG prom. This is how I answer. Who the fuck is this? And then I bark like a dog for 5 minutes. It's pretty much like you're getting...
Dum, 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 dum,
Right.
dum, 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 dum.
Shit. Executive Bruiser Janie is not going to be able to post this on YouTube because we are going to get flagged for copyright infringement because that totally sounded like a DMX song.
Oh,
Like,
it wasn't, though.
We
I was
nailed
just
it.
making shit up.
Maybe she'll pitch it up or down for us so that we
there
can
you
get
go.
right through.
There you go.
Because it sounded good. It sounded good.
Anyway, I'm sitting outside of my work waiting to go in, and I decided to call you because I hadn't in a while. Although you haven't heard any of my voicemails since my last one, where I said that they was sick, and I can never live that down.
Wait. We haven't heard any of your voicemails since the last one you sent us. So, yes, if that's the last one you sent us, that is the last one we've heard.
Sound logic.
So I wanted to let you know that I'm just chilling, and I was listening to one of your old episodes, and you were...
And it sucked.
you guys were a lot better when you were classic Tadpog.
Yeah, what happened?
Fuck beloved Adam, he calls too much. Bye.
talking about how you had... Tyler had climbed the rock quarry right before his wedding and splashed his face with his own fingernail.
And now we know that someone died at that rock quarry. So
yep.
it all comes
Could have
around.
been me.
It all comes around full circle. Yeah.
It was nearly Cockmaster Ashley Shake who fell off the rock quarry.
Does that video exist
It
on the internet
does.
somewhere?
It
It's on the
does.
internet?
Uh-huh.
Can we post that?
It's on Facebook somewhere.
Can we post that in the show notes? Do you think it's possible to find?
I will ask MJ Link. He's the only one who would probably know.
When you read the news story, I'm assuming you read that news story on like a news website of the person who died jumping off the rock quarry. Please tell me you commented, yeah, I scratched my face up pretty bad.
You think he has it bad.
Right? And it was like days before my wedding.
I scratched my face before my failed first wedding.
You got to go back and retroactively comment. If you don't, I'm going to make a username on like the local news website as Tyler Holland. And I am going to post that. It'll be a little...
On Facebook with your name Dave Moore, but you write Tyler Holland, :
I am Tyler's attorney. I'm writing on his behalf.
I have power of attorney.
Kind of ridiculous. But seems very like Tyler's. And you were talking about how you had terrible teeth. And I'm sorry to say I would have noticed, but I would have been just like, oh, he doesn't have dental. It's fine.
You didn't have terrible teeth.
No, I just had
I
a
think you
huge
said
gap.
that before.
Well, I mean, my first 4 teeth were kind of fucked up, but
I mean, I never
still got laid.
I never thought so. I mean, obviously your teeth are like perfect teeth now, which is very different.
my fake teeth.
Yeah.
My
Hey,
George Washingtons.
most of us are gonna have them anyway.
Yeah.
So you just got them early.
If you were a celebrity and famous, I would have been like, you have money, fucking fix your teeth. But you fixed your teeth.
But you're poor, so
So forget it.
you're poor. You don't have to. I mean, you should probably eat and survive, so you can have bad teeth.
We're gonna let you slide.
You don't have the cute one anyway. You just accept love.
It's fine.
Thanks.
Terrified Michelle, you said it like you reminded me of the girl from Kids in the Hall who says, "It's a fact."
It's fine.
Well, I'm just here waiting to go into work where I am a funeral director and an apprentice embalmer. And I'd like to ask a would you rather question, but I texted Jamie first and she said the one I wanted to ask is already taken.
It's already been done.
So
That's okay. We probably forgot it. And
Oh, you definitely forgot
You get
it.
different answers anyway.
We haven't had a would you rather in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. Exalted Lord Mike, where are you, man? Let's get a would you
He's
rather.
on Nerdy Thursdays where he's at.
I'd have to think of another one quickly. Let's see. Would you rather...
I'm beginning to see why we have a second call.
I guess would you rather have something stuck up your urethra or something stuck up your anus? Now, I
Anus.
know that James...
I do that voluntarily, Michelle.
Man, if only our mystery guests
Yeah.
from our most recent Patreon episode were here.
I eat acid. I mean, I'm a real pussy about it, according to my wife.
I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's to be expected.
At all. But if for whatever reason it was a life or death situation and you had to, and one thing was going to save the world somehow, which would you rather have?
Anus.
Something stuck up your urethra or something stuck up your
question.
anus
Anus.
to save the world?
All day,
Okay,
all
that's
day,
all.
son.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know about all day.
All day.
But like if I gotta if I'm like in a Saw situation where I failed the puzzle and it's like the punishment is this goes up your pee pee or it goes up your poo poo, I'm gonna go poo poo.
Yeah. Yep.
Would it change if he was really nice? Like if it was going up the urethra where it's like, I don't know, or like there's a better reward. Like what if there's like a tiered reward system where
I
it's
have
like
to know those tears.
Yeah. Like tears, like
I'd
physical
have to
tears,
know
like
those
crying
tears so they'd know my tears.
Yeah. Terrified Michelle calls back like almost immediately. Do you want to take that? It's like a 30-second
Yeah,
call.
let's take it. Let's take it up our asses.
Right.
I also just wanted to say that it takes you guys forever to hear calls, which
does.
you'll know already, even with all of your all calls episodes that you've had.
Hey, all right. To be fair, you left this call in May, so it's only been 5 months. That's good for us.
Yep.
That's good for us.
Yep. Better
Yeah,
than
by the
their
time-
Jumbotron.
I'm blaming this one on you. I'm blaming this one
Okay,
on you.
yeah,
I
that's
lost
fair.
it. I lost
That's
it. It's
fair.
your fault.
All right. We'll start over.
Starting it over.
I also just wanted to say that it takes you guys forever to hear calls,
5
which
months,
you'll
yeah.
know already, even with all of your all calls episodes
Ba-bim
that you've
bam.
had.
Jumbotron,
That by
okay.
the time you get to this message, I will probably have gone from apprentice embalmer to full-time embalmer, which, by the way, takes 2 years. So
To embalm somebody?
I'm kind of going to wait and see.
It takes 2 years to embalm somebody? Just kidding. I know. Hey, I hope you've been promoted in record time.
Surely not, though. But it's fair. It's fair. It's
Yeah.
a fair statement.
If this message gets played, or will I have already been a full-time embalmer? Thanks, bye!
Embalming people in the wind tunnel. Must be very hard. Organs are just flying out of open bodies.
just grabbing kidneys and trying to.
Yeah. You know those toys, like, you know the sticky octopus toy you get out of a cereal box when you were a kid, throw against the wall? Like, that's someone's liver.
Yeah.
Also, Terrified Michelle messaged us and gave us some detail on the bodies exhibit.
Yeah, she did.
Of which that I did not want to hear any of.
Yep. Saw your vomiting emoticon.
Yeah, I'm grossed out by that. Terrified Michelle, I hope you love your job because it sounds like a nightmare to me. I would not like that job just because I'm so grossed out by the outside of bodies. The inside of bodies are just like real bad.
All right.
That's it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You'll see the next episode we are doing over Rocket Knight Adventures.
Rocket Knight Adventures. It is the game, the current game over on the Retro Video Game of the Month Club on Facebook that is run by Stephen Michael We already gave Nerdy Thursday a shout out, but he is the number one undisputed Nerdy Thursday fan.
Yep.
So there you go. That's a twofer.
Hey, we have an Instagram, TADPOG_podcast. I basically just use it to talk to Adam.
Cool. Perfect. That's how most
yeah.
people use it, I hear.
Uh-huh.
All those sweet Adam filters.
That's true.
Let's try to name all the Adams we can. Let's start with my cousin.
Oh, man. Yeah, there you go.
I got a cousin Adam.
Adam Ant.
And we're done.
Adam Warlock.
Oh, yeah.
Adam the first man.
Yeah. That's an opinion.
That's it. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
You can call us if you want.
Yep.
If you want to be like Terrified Michelle, you can give us a call at 270-883-2555. Is that our phone number?
270-883-2555.
Yeah, good. I nailed it. I just needed confidence. All I needed was Dumbo's feather.
Unless it said in that cadence, I can't recognize it.
Right? Yeah, I know. You can also mail us something if you want.
You send that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PO Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Awesome. You can find us on Facebook. You know how to do that. You can find us on Twitter. You also know how to do that. It's TADPOG_podcast. It's cucumbersome, I realize. I just really wanted to say that. Thank you, everybody, for retweeting on Twitter. That does help spread the word because we do not have many Twitter followers.
Nope.
So, oops. I did bad at Twitter. I am really bad at Twitter. I don't know. I know how to do it. I'm just not loaded with hot takes, I think. Yeah. But whatever. I need to get on my hot takes game.
Let's see. Patreon, because Patreon fans.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable talking about Patreon now that we have published a bonus episode.
It's a good one. It
is a good one.
We had a really good time.
We do an all calls with a mystery guest who is 100% not Tyler's dad. And then we also call Princess. Can we say who we called? Is it cool?
Yeah.
Princess Banana Hammock, Consuela. Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
There you go.
Taryn. So that's fun. Please check it out. Especially if you're already a Patreon donor.
Then you're already paying for it.
You're paying for it.
Go pick up your reward.
Listen to it. If you're not paying for it already, you can find us on Patreon.
There's a lot of shit in that you can get for $1.
Yeah. Chip in $1 a month, and you get access to all the bonus episodes we've done, and the bonus episodes that we plan on doing in the future, which might be the Mega Man fan film.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the Death Nut Challenge. We'll get to that,
and
too.
the Death Nut Challenge, yeah. We've got... So the thing is... We don't want to do the Garfield board game with just us. So kind of the problems we're running into
getting
is
scheduling together,
wrangling a whole bunch of schedules and getting that going. So it is on the list. I'm staring at the board game right now, the Garfield board game that Shadowrunner Cody Stinson sent us. It's going to happen. So
our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. Link to that track you can find in the show notes at tadpog.com. How you want to close this out, Dave?
I want to close it out by thanking Platinum member Brett Miller.
Perfect. Yeah. Love it.
I like new request. Every time I say Platinum member, could you cough and obscure the person's name? Here we go. I'd like to thank Platinum member Brett Miller. That's perfect. That's what we go for.
I coughed till I hiccuped.
Excellent. So thank you, Brett. Definitely appreciate you increasing your donation.
Yeah, man. So you want to close it out? Damn it. Look what happened.
You've been cursed. You threw your lance at the gravestone too many times, and a witch popped out and cursed you with hiccups forever. I worked with a guy.
That's always a small fear of mine that it's never going to go away.
I worked with a guy who was actually a legit fear of his. He was worried that he was also of your persuasion, and by that I mean redhead. Yes.
Your closeted boyfriend? I don't understand.
Yes, he was also my closeted boyfriend.
Your persuasion, you know.
Look, man, I hear that you don't do so well taking things in the butt.
That's true.
You're ruled out as a candidate. I'm sorry. I love you. We can be like old man lovers.
So you're saying you're 100% a power top.
Yeah, I have to be.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no other way.
The straightest homosexual position.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with physical limitations of my body. I have
The human rectum is nightmarishly elastic.
I have a doctor's note saying that I can't do that.
No. I've got one that I can't go through metal detectors without setting them off now. So
We each have our special ability.
we each have our crosses to bear.
Let's close it out as our favorite Robot Master from Mega Man 11.
Okay. So until next time.
Tropical. It's a save, damn it. All right, let me change mine real quick.
All right.
All right, let's take two.
All right. Tropical Capricorn.
Who are you?
Tundra Man. Brown Boy Tona.
I was Olmec from Legends of the Hidden
Olmec
Temple.
Man.
Yeah. AKA Black Man. Yeah. Oh, what I meant was one day we'll all be on the show Bones.
Right. When it's rebooted. Exactly. Love it.
Yeah.
Ready for it.
I'm ready. I am ready for that reboot. I think Nikki would really like that. I didn't like Bones, but she did. She liked it a lot.
Meg did.
A lot of I don't know, pretty much the same episode over and over again. It's just kind of one of those shows where
does Bones not understand something, but
yeah.
Angel really does? Is that
Right.